April 20th, informally known as Weed Day, formerly in some spots of the country. The unofficial holiday derives from a group of California high school students in the 70s who traditionally consumed cannabis at 4:20 in the afternoon. I didn't know that's where it came from. California is one of the many states that has fully legalized marijuana, while other states have given the drug mixed legal status or just kept it fully illegal. President Trump has expressed favor for legalization in the past, posting on Truth Social in August he would support Florida's marijuana legislation amendment, a legalization amendment, but the issue has not seen much movement in the administration's first 100 days. Obviously, the president has been busy with other priorities. Here to discuss the policies of weed is founder and CEO of Precious Canna Company, Precious Osagie-Erese.
Yes.
Did I say it right? All right. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's good to have you again. I think now that it's twice, we can say friend of the show.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Let's discuss the politics of this.
Yes.
Because as we were talking about during the break, and as we just mentioned in the introduction to you, it is legal in some states. Yeah. It is not legal in other states. But federally, there's still this confusion.
Yeah, federally, there's been no movement to truly support the cannabis industry. And on a day like today, 420, where we're going to see massive sales. Just last year alone, this day saw $83.6 million of cannabis
just
sales. In one day. So we've been really waiting for the federal government to give more support to sustain this industry, especially economically, for those business owners that need tax relief, that need banking, that need more options to be able to safely produce cannabis products for the country.
You've lobbied Congress.
Absolutely.
And you want it to be legalized in a federal way, in a safe way. How would federal legalization affect Americans?
I think federal legalization actually leads to decriminalization. Most states that we've seen any level of legalization takes place, we've seen a lot of those crime and actions around cannabis starts to come down. Actually, just this week, we had in Congress Representative Dave Joyce introduced the States 2.0 Acts, which really supports states having full autonomy of what their cannabis economy looks like. And we're hoping the administration gets behind this because they've really been bullish on giving states the ability to choose their fate. But now we need the federal government to give them support to make those cannabis industries sustainable in each state.
I would imagine with the lobbying that you do and with the amount of talking you do about this, yeah. you interact with folks who say, oh, it's a drug, it shouldn't be legal. What is your counter to that? Because a lot of people don't think it should be.
Absolutely. It's a new industry. Reefer madness, the war on drugs was not too long ago. So there's a lot of stigma behind what people think cannabis is. And that's where a lot of research comes in handy. That's when having HHS and the DEA participate in that research to give people more of an appetite to sustain this sort of, commodity, because it is everywhere. People are consuming in various different ways. Now we just need some safety and regulations there, because this is also about public health. So FDA getting involved to give us some guidance would be super helpful. And I think that will alleviate what we're seeing on the opposition. It's just really not knowing the education around cannabis.
And just finally, your company is New Jersey's first Black woman-owned pre-roll brand.
Yeah.
I get that right. Why is social equity and representation important, and how could wider legalization help further involve marginalized communities?
Oh, it's very important. Like, we have to think about where this industry actually came from. The war on drugs really saw a tear through Black and brown communities being incarcerated. And now we have a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's important for some of those people, not only one, be released from prison, but be able to partake in this industry. And that's where the federal government can be really helpful. Minority-owned businesses like mine need support. If not, we're enduring leaps amount of debt, huge taxes, yet we have these huge sales on a day like 420. So we really need a little bit of support. And I really think we'll see a safe and growing industry that provides more jobs, more safety, and that can be a real bolster for the United States economy.
Yeah, and just for the record, both times you said huge sales on 420, you had a huge smile. Being
You'll
a small
know where
business
to catch
owner.
Me.
Good luck with the rest of the day.
Thank
Precious,
you so
always
much.
a pleasure to have you.
Always, thank you.